Good morning, my friends. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. I have a yoga stretch for all levels. We'll begin with a sequence of yoga stretches, and then we will close with a yin asana. You don't need any props, but if you are a complete beginner, I do encourage you to have some nearby, maybe some pillows or a bolster, yoga blocks, whatever you may have. All right, my friends, we are going to begin today's practice in a comfortable cross-legged seated position, sitting up nice and tall, letting your head over your heart and your heart over your pelvis. Take a soft gaze forward or gently close your eyes. And just begin to notice your breath. Notice your natural rhythm. Just following the inhale and following the exhale. Notice if your breath is short and shallow. And if it is, just slowly begin to elongate the inhalation and elongate the exhalation. Each breath drawing you more into the present moment, releasing any thoughts of the day, any to-dos, just letting that all melt away. And relishing in that sweet breath of yours. Let's lower your right palm to the mat, opposite arm reaches up and over. Gently spiral your heart to the sky. Ground down through your left hip as you reach the fingertips away. We'll just hold this for a few breaths. Breathing into your left side body. Feeling the rib cage expand. On your next inhale, lift up to center. We'll flow that over to the left side, grounding your left palm. Right arm reaches up and over. Spiral the heart to the sky. Ground that right hip. Lengthen out through that space all along your right side body. Reach both fingertips up to the sky and just go ahead and inch one arm up and then the other, lengthening out through your hips, up the side body. Not squeezing your shoulders up to your ears, but keeping that space as you lift and lengthen up. On your next exhalation, lower the arms down. Drawing the elbows back, lifting the heart. Beautiful. Now let's line one shin in front of the other. So it runs parallel with the edge of the mat. Breathe in, find your long spine, lengthen out through the crown of your head. And then on the exhale, hinge forward at your hips, keeping that nice long spine, heart lifting, hinge forward. Continuing to follow your breath, elongating the inhale, elongating the exhale. And then on your next exhalation, allow the spine to round out, the head to get heavy, chin to chest. Let that upper body weigh heavy. Soften through your hips, your glutes, thighs. Let the body be. Gravity is your friend, taking hold and weighing you down. Slowly walk those palms back, and we'll switch out your shins, bringing the opposite foot in front. Find that long spine of yours once more, lengthening up to the crown of your head. And then exhale, begin to hinge forward, pausing whenever you feel that feel-good sensation stretch in your left hip. You may have different levels of flexibility on your right and left side. So how deep you hinge may be a little bit different on this side compared to that of the first. I know that it is for myself. On your next exhalation, round the spine out, letting the head get heavy. Slowly roll up. And then make your way to hands and knees. Line your wrists underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hip points. Coming into tabletop pose. So spread those fingers nice and wide. Grip the earth, grounding down with your knuckles and your fingertips. Press the tops of feet into the earth. Press away the lift up through your shoulder girdle. And then from here, let's extend your right leg back. Keep your hips square. Flex your back foot, point the toes down. This will help to keep your hips square. Lift up through your back heel, your back glute. And then we'll hold it here. Beginning to awaken your core strength. If you'd like to play around with it, you can extend your left arm out long. If not, just keep that left palm grounded. On your exhales, draw navel back to spine. Lift that back leg up a little bit more. Keep the hips square, toes pointing down. And then lower that knee to the mat. Lower the belly, lift the heart for cow pose. Exhalation, round through for cat. Find your neutral spine. Let's take that over to the second side. So when you're ready, extend the left leg back. Flex the foot, point the toes down towards the earth to help square your hips up. And we'll hold it here. Remember to draw that navel to spine. Press away from the earth to lift up through your shoulder girdle. Lower belly is firming up and in. Lift your heel, engaging the back sides of your legs. Explore extending the right arm out long if you'd like. Soften the back knee to the mat. Lower the belly, lift the heart for cow. Exhalation, round through for cat. Let's bring your big toes to kiss. Knees open as wide as the mat and melt your hips back to your heels for child's pose. if you have your props nearby. You can sit upon a bolster or a block or a pillow to help lift your hips, invite ease into this pose. You can also place a block or a pillow to rest your forehead too. Let's go ahead and move into downward facing dog. So round forward, tuck your toes, lift your hips up to down dog, and let's take a generous bend in those knees. Downward dog invites an inversion with your head below your heart. So just breathe here, deep breath. As you hold downward facing dog, you can paddle your heels out if you'd like. Lengthening and opening the back sides of your legs. Take a smooth, steady breath in through your nose. And release an audible exhalation out the mouth. Now very slowly begin to walk forward 1 foot at a time, about a foot distance each time, fully grounding the foot until you arrive in a forward fold. Bring your feet hip distance, or you can take them a little wider. Slight bend in your knees, folding forward at your hips. Let that upper body get heavy. Fully release. And if you feel like you fully released, I invite you to take a moment to intentionally release once more. Fold forward, get heavy, let go. Take a slow sway over to the right, and then over to the left. Continue this a few rounds on your own. Feel the sensations travel as you take it side to side. Let's find stillness at center. You'll toe your feet into hip distance if you're not already. Breathe and slide your palms up your shin, lifting halfway, finding a beautiful flat back. Lengthen out through the crown of your head as your tailbone lengthens back. Exhalation, draw chest to thighs. Breathe and slide the palms up the legs, lifting halfway. Exhalation, slide the palms down the back sides of your legs, folding forward, chest to thighs. One more, breathe and lift and lengthen. Exhalation, hinge forward. Bend into your knees and we'll ground down through your soles of feet. And let this action of grounding down through your soles of feet be what propels you up. Breathe and circle your fingertips up to the sky. Big breath in. Lift your heart. Exhalation, draw your elbows back, lifting the heart as you slowly cactus your arms down. Breathe and circle your fingertips up once more. Palms kiss and lower to heart center. And just take a moment here, standing tall, palms at heart, to feel the effects of the inversion upon your body. From our downward facing dog, from our forward fold. Feel the body recalibrating, the blood flowing back from from the top of the head, down into the body, down to your heart. What sensations do you notice? Let's breathe and circle the fingertips up. Exhalation, knit the front ribs together and swan dive forward. Where do I go from here? We're going to step back to downward facing dog, whether that's one step back or a few. Shift forward, coming into plank pose. Feel your body in plank pose. Press the earth away to lift up through your shoulder girdle. Feel your body in one long line. Then shift forward and lower yourself all the way down to the mat. With palms underneath your shoulders, on your inhale, peel your upper body off the mat, lifting the heart, using the muscles up your back for cobra pose. Draw the elbows back, lift the heart. Breathing while you hold. And then on your next exhalation, with control, slowly lower yourself down. Press yourself up into tabletop. Round through into cat. Lower your belly, lift your heart for cow. And we'll swing your feet off to one side to bring them out in front of you. We are going to come into our yin pose. This is a caterpillar pose. So I'm on a slight incline, so I'm going to go ahead and turn this way to help tilt my pelvis forward more naturally. But if you have a bolster or if you have a wall nearby, I would encourage you to go scooch yourself up against it. And if you're sitting on a pillow, just sit at the very edge so you can naturally help tilt the pelvis forward. What we're going to do is just extend your legs out long. No need for them to be together. Just let them be maybe about a hip distance or a little wider. Invite them to get soft and relaxed. And then take a moment to just, at your hip points, hinge yourself forward and let the spine round out. Arms at your side, palms face up, about at the distance of your knees. As a gentle reminder to not press yourself forward, hinge forward as you hold. But rather, we want gravity to take hold. Let your head get heavy. Shoulders are softened back away from your ears. To begin, let's just bring awareness to our breath. Noticing the rhythm, how it is now compared to whenever we first stepped on the mat together. Begin to slow the breath down by elongating the inhales and elongating the exhales. And with your exhalations, invite the body to further soften and let go, hinging forward a little more. Now, one thing I like to do in this fold is to clasp opposite elbows. But if you are folded forward more, if you have more flexibility than myself, then clasping the elbows, it won't be necessary for you. Following the breath, inhale in through your nose, into your body. The oxygen nourishing every cell of your being. The exhalation traveling out your body through your nose, body relaxing, softening, melting deeper into the pose. And then just begin to notice where you feel sensations at in your body. This pose will target all along the back side of your body, the back side of your head all the way down to the back sides of your heels. Wherever you feel the strongest sensation, invite that area to soften and let go. Or to relax the body, relax the mind. If you have clasped opposite elbows, go ahead and gently release your arms, keeping the upper body weighing heavy just as it is. Bring your fingertips to the earth. Now we're going to press down through your fingertips to gently, lovingly lift yourself up, one vertebra at a time, nice and slow, being gentle and kind to your body. Feeling the effects of that asana as you slowly rise, lining your head over your heart. And if you'd like to take a few circles of the neck, or anything to release any tension you may be feeling in the body after that pose, feel free to do so. Bring your fingertips behind you. We're just going to press up into a gentle reversed plank pose, letting the head soften back if it feels safe. Lower the body down. Bring your feet as wide as the mat. Let your knees fall over to the left side. Take your gaze over to the right. We'll hold it here for a few breaths. Lift up to center. Knees fall over to the right. Gaze to the left. Lift up to center. Let's take your right ankle over your left thigh. Seated pigeon pose. Foot is flexed, knee pressing away. If you would like to come to your fingertips, feel free to do so to deepen the stretch. Lift the heart. You need to soften the pose. You can just inch your foot forward too. Go ahead and switch sides. Again, let's flex that foot, gently press the knee away, and lift the heart. Soften. We'll slowly lower ourselves back to the mat. Hug the knees into your chest once you're fully reclined. And you can rock those knees side to side, massaging into your lower back, massaging into the hips. And then we'll just take one hand to each knee, open the knees wide. modified happy baby. If you'd like to tape happy baby, feel free to do so. You can rock this side to side. Now just allow your soles of feet to kiss the reclined butterfly pose. One palm to your belly, the other to your heart. Let the legs get heavy. Inviting in the kiss of gravity. Beneath your palms, heartbeat, the rise and fall of your body with your breath. Bring your hands to the outsides of your thighs to assist in lovingly lifting your knees back up to center, bringing soles of feet to the mat. We'll roll over to the right side, keeping that attention remaining inward. Let's take a smooth breath in through your nose and a long releasing breath out. Make your way to a comfortable cross-legged seated position. Sitting up nice and tall, nodding your head over your heart and your heart over your pelvis. Soft gaze forward, our eyes gently closed. We're just taking a moment to feel into your body. Feel the effects of your practice upon body, upon mind, upon your spirit. Let's take a big, beautiful breath in, circling your fingertips up to the sky, gathering love and light. Palms to kiss, and bring all that love and light down to your heart center. Sending love and light to you and all beings. Namaste. Hi, buddy. So that's not the first time the water has come in and scooped me up in this practice. You can't tell, buddy. I am fully covered in sand. The water never actually got me, but it came close. So I always had Adam there to warn me when it was coming. But my mat still got wet. So be one with the beach, one with the sand, one with the water, one with Mother Nature. All right, my friends, I hope you enjoyed this practice. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. If you enjoyed, please throw the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. That will help to support our work in making it free and accessible, and also we can keep on bringing these free yoga love practices, and it'll just make sure that you will be notified whenever our new practices are released. All right, my friends, you have a beautiful rest of your day. I hope to see you on the mat again soon. Bye-bye. Yeah.